I don't know. Is that a bee?
One attacked me.
Hi, what does Pride Fest mean to you?
It means happy, love, and acceptance, which is what we need as a society.
Okay, guys, what does Pride Fest mean to you?
Pride Fest means being able to be your open, full self wherever you are without judgment and living your truest life. And that's what Pride means to me.
And Pride means to me very similar, just being yourself truly, so that 100% of your core, just being authentic and you.
So what does Pride Fest mean to you?
Branch County Pride Fest means to me that people are allowed to be who they are, regardless of their gender preference. This is not what this is all, I mean, it is what it's all about, but it's also about people being who they are, who they were born to be, and celebrating this event in Branch County is a huge deal.
All right, everyone can hear me okay? All right, my name is Michelle Renee. I'm the Vice President of Branch Pride. My pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I identify as a lesbian. What a beautiful day to be us. Today is about love, acceptance, visibility, and respect. We welcome everyone today to join us as we continue to cultivate a community of compassion and celebration for all people. We welcome all of you to be your authentic self and never, ever stepping back into that closet, but to celebrate your self-worth and dignity. Let us educate and let us be kind. I would like to introduce to you Reverend Julie Yoder Elmore. She is currently serving as pastor of the Coldwater United Methodist Church in downtown Coldwater. She met her husband, Reverend David Elmore. Where's he at? He's right over there. In seminary, where they each earned their Masters of Divinity from St. Paul's School of Theology in Kansas City, Missouri. They have a son named Oliver, who is currently in 2nd grade. Julie is honored to be offering the opening prayer at the Branch County Pride Festival today. Please welcome Pastor Julie.
And I did leave off my pronouns, I'm sorry. I identify as she, her, hers, and I consider myself an ally. So let us pray. Dear gracious and loving God, you reveal yourself in every color of the rainbow. You have spoken to us across all spectrums, in all colors, and continue to speak to us today. We are grateful to see you in so many places, including here at the Branch County Pride Festival today. In the beginning, you came to show us the path to a better world. In the person of Jesus Christ, you came to us and did not discriminate. You came for the hungry, the thirsty, the imprisoned, those beaten and left to die on the side of the road. You came for the sick, the needy, those living and dying with AIDS. You came for the lynched, the assaulted, and the sex-shamed. You came for all of us whose allies betrayed them with a kiss. Through your Holy Spirit, you remind us that we are never alone, but surrounded by a community of grace. Gracious God, we encourage your presence with us this day as we celebrate diversity in the community that is coming together to celebrate that diversity. May your sun shine upon us, and may we sense your spirit in the laughter, in the joy, in the acceptance, and in the love experienced today. May this event foster acceptance for all present today and those who will join us in this and other celebrations in the future. We ask all this in your holy name. Amen.
Hi everyone, my name is Lori Labundi and I am the president of Branch Pride, and I'm also the executive director for the Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Council of Branch County. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am a lesbian and here with my wife today, and we are so happy to see everyone here. So how does change happen in a community? It starts with a seed planted with a Facebook page and only a few followers, a couple of people sitting around drinking coffee or a glass of wine or three, nurturing and growing that seed through conversation, fellowship, and passion. In less than a year, our founding mothers grew that seed into its own 501c3 nonprofit organization with almost 1,000 Facebook followers, a resource center, support groups, volunteers, social activities, and other programming. Since inception, Pride has strived to be a change ally in Branch County. We have opened the door for our community to become more aware of issues and challenges faced by marginalized LGBTQ identifying people. Pride's existence has brought some of these challenges to the surface because we now have a safe space for our voices to be heard. Pride has become an advocate and a voice, often intervening on behalf of an individual for inclusive and affirming services with other area agencies. Our community's challenge has not been an intentional not wanting to be better. Rather, our community's challenge has been a lack of knowledge and/or policies that promote LGBTQ inclusive and affirming environments and services. One of the ways that we're trying to overcome and be an advocate is by partnering with other organizations. By partnering with the Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Council Branch County and referencing the Trevor's Project 2019 National Survey on LGBTQ youth mental health, we began focusing on some important data. This groundbreaking survey provides new insights into the challenges that LGBT youth across the country face every day, including suicide, feeling sad or hopeless, discrimination, homelessness, physical threats, and exposure to conversion therapy. This data provides a sobering look at how far we still must go to protect these young lives. Among some of the findings, 39% of LGBTQ youth seriously considered attempting suicide in the past 12 months, with more than half of the transgender and non-binary youth having seriously considered suicide. When we extrapolate data from the Branch County Census Bureau, that's 273 Branch County youth who may have seriously considered attempting suicide this past 12 months. 71% of LGBT youth reported feeling sad or hopeless for at least 2 weeks in the past year. That equates to 497 Branch County LGBTQ youth who may have reported feeling sad or hopeless for the last 2 weeks of the past year. Less than half of the LGBTQ respondents were out to an adult at school, with youth less likely to disclose their gender identity than sexual orientation. 2 in 3 LGBTQ youth reported that someone tried to convince them to change their sexual orientation or gender identity, with youth who have undergone conversion therapy more than twice as likely to attempt suicide as those who did not. 71% of LGBT youth in our study reported discrimination due to either their sexual orientation or gender identity. That would be 497 Branch County youth. 58% of transgender and non-binary youth reported being discouraged from using a bathroom that corresponds to their gender identity. And according to the Voices of Youth Count, LGBT youth are 120% more likely to experience homelessness than their straight and cisgender peers. That would be a potential for 700 Branch County youth being discouraged, more likely to experience homelessness. Pride and the Child Abuse Prevention Council took a hard look at this data. How can we be better? How can we be a change ally for our Branch County youth? Safe Zone 101 was developed to promote learning to better understand the unique challenges that LGBTQ youth face as they navigate inequities, insensitivity, and sometimes hostile interactions within their larger communities, and even sometimes within their own families. Once we better understand the unique challenges, the workshop focuses on how organizations and individuals can work to create a safe zone that is welcoming, accepting, affirming, and safe for all members. We do this by unpacking the acronym, additional foundational terminology, the what, why, and how to use pronouns. We discuss the differences between gender and sexuality. We offer inclusive language, do's and don'ts. This workshop touches on privilege as it relates to heterosexism and answers the question, what does coming out of the closet mean? Safe Zone 101 is a safe space to ask uncomfortable questions and get real, honest, and healthy answers. Although Safe Zone was developed with specific curriculum and activities, we refer to our agenda as a flow-ish. The flow-ish moves with the direction of the facilitators and participants' shared real-life experiences, questions, and discussions. We applaud and thank our pilot Safe Zone 101 partnering organizations, the Branch County Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence and Pines Behavioral Health. Both organizations already have been doing great work in our community. And also, both organizations saw an opportunity to do better and invited us to provide Safe Zone 101 to all of their staff. Yeah. Both organizations reported updating and revising intake forms, policies, and services to be more affirming and inclusive for their LGBTQ identifying clients. Feedback has been overwhelmingly positive, with multiple comments regarding the open and honest discussions, participants expressing a new understanding of information presented, that everyone needs this training, and requests for more in-depth training, and many more. We have also accepted a request to facilitate a Safe Zone 101 breakout session for the 39th Annual Michigan Statewide Conference on Child Abuse and Neglect this October. We are currently working on a strategic plan to provide Safe Zone 101 to all Branch County, to the schools, law enforcement, social service agencies, businesses, and anyone in our community who wants to do better. Be sure to check out our website for more information on Safe Zone and our other programs and services. This is how change happens in a community. Plant a seed, nurture and grow that seed into meaningful programs, services, and partnerships. Change happens by becoming change allies. An ally is someone who takes action to challenge the status quo. Our founding mothers are change allies. Our partnering organizations are change allies. Branch Pride is a change ally. We are all taking action and challenging the status quo to make our community better for all. I know that there are those today who never thought that they would be a part of a public pride event in Branch County. But we are here. Today, September 18th, 2021, we make history as we honor and celebrate our LGBTQ heritage and community. Happy Pride Festival.
Hi everybody, my name is Reagan, my pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm a friend, advocate, ally, whatever you want to call me. I'm here for you. So I am a Branch County native. I went to Quincy High School. I graduated in 2012. And so growing up here, I have seen the many different sides of our area, and I never in my life would have expected to see a Pride Festival. That just wasn't the environment that I grew up in, even though I had a very supportive, close circle. And I think it doesn't matter where we fall on the political spectrum. We all want the same things. It's just how we want to get there is what's different. We all want to take care of our families. We all want livable, comfortable wages. We all want affordable, quality education, clean water and air, to feel safe and protected in our communities, to be able to make decisions about our own lives and our own bodies, to love who we love, feel safe and accepted and loved. And there are organizations and people in this community who are doing these things, who are offering these kind of support systems. And it's harder to find us because we tend to be the quieter side, but we're here, and there are people who can help support you, and you can help support these groups of people and get involved in different ways. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, I encourage you to look out and try to find some different resources that may be available here and in the community. And I just hope everybody has a fun time today and a safe weekend, and yeah, have a great time. Thanks for everybody to come out today.
Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend Kim Hemker.
Well, hello and welcome to Pride Fest, right? Hallelujah. My pronouns are she, her, hers, And I count myself as an ally too, Julie, so that's great. So many of you might ask why a white, slightly over middle-aged, heterosexual woman is doing up here delivering a keynote at Pride Fest. I don't know why. But does it really matter? Aren't we all here for the same reason? To support each other. Right? While it should not matter, I'm really here because I am the director of the Branch County Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence, whose mission is to provide emergency response and supportive services to victims of violence while advocating for change that will break the cycle of violence in our society. That's our mission. Nowhere in our mission statement does it say, respond to victims of violence that are only heterosexual, or only that are gay, or so on. We respond to all victims of violence. This week we had a lovely woman stop by for a donation, and they asked what the flags out front were for. I explained that we wanted to support and promote equality, no matter what the sexuality or sexual orientation was of the victim. And she said, "Oh, so that's who you serve?" To which I replied, yes, that is who we serve. But we really serve all victims of violence, no matter the color, age, sex, race, sexual orientation, or whoever it is. And I believe that is true. In July, when we have the American flags out front waving, and for the victims of child abuse, not one person really said to me, "Oh, so that's who you serve." So we really do see the inequity. I am so sorry about that, but I also know that much is due to lack of understanding and education. And we all know that it's not due to lack of trying, right? Chris, the Branch Pride, all of you, which includes our team, are out there on the daily educating, because sometimes it is just being fearful of what you don't know. Personally, I really do trust the divine timing of the universe. My staff is probably sick of hearing this, so I will try it out on you. Trust the divine timing of the universe. When Chris asked me to come here and talk to you, I was wondering, what could I say that you don't already know? With the privileges that I hold, would you even want me speaking to and for you? That afternoon, an article was emailed to me and decided that I would use what I read there. We have to remember that our work matters, all of our work. Whether it be the domestic and sexual violence issue that our team takes on, or fighting for rights that are due you no matter your sexual orientation, or the many other causes that we take on. This is all about doing the very hard work of social change. Some of us who have put in the work and put up the fight and are slightly over middle age will probably never see the impact of some of the things we have done as a community or that are happening today as we stand here. We will continue to do this work of human decency for people who may not have the language or the means to ever say thank you. Or they can't say it in public, which is a problem. Or it may take years or even decades before we see the full results of the actions, if you ever do. We have to be okay with that. That is what you are doing here today. You are bringing the issue out into the open for those that might not have the luxury to do so, that are worried they will lose family, a job, social status, or be put in an unsafe position to be even more victimized. But folks, you will see it hanging on my office wall, a sign that a wonderful staff member gave to me that says, "Never doubt that a small group of committed people can change the world. But indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." Margaret Mead shared that advice, and good advice it is, because this group of committed people here can change some of the injustices that have happened because you are of a certain gender, age, or sexual orientation. Again, why am I up here? I'm up here probably telling you some things that you already know. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner in their lifetime. That doesn't change for the LGBTQ community. but intimate partner violence can be unique in this community with the threat of outing or revelation of one's sexual orientation. This definitely can become a problem when that person needs to reach out for help. The same is true for sexual violence. The research shows that many that are in this situation will not reach out for help because they will feel they will not be believed or understood. Statistics show that 45% of those going through a domestic or sexual violence situation will not report it because they feel that we are not going to believe them. The LGBT community is also in a more dangerous situation from non-intimate partners. I am here to say that our agency will listen to you and believe you. We have done our best to learn and grow and educate ourselves, not without some bumps in the road, I might add, and a learning curve, but you don't know what you don't know. Most of our staff have been through the Safe Zone training and try to do better, and just know that we are always open for continuous learning. Each year at our agency, we pick a theme or saying for the year. This year it is plant the seeds of change and grow hope for the future. Let's just keep planting the seeds. So please remember, even though the divine timing of the universe might not be on your timeline, it is there, and the future will be better because of you being here today. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next speaker is, let me get her official title right or she'll kill me. She is the executive director and founder of Branch Pride. They call her the Queen of Mean, but today she proves that she really does have a heart and she's a beautiful person. I want you guys to make a big round of applause and put those hands together for Chris Boger!
I have a big mouth if it doesn't fix. I'm going to try not to cry because some of you, a few of you, like Tony, grew up with me, but a lot of you do not know the story of my life, and I'm going to finally tell it to Branch County, and it's very painful, and I wasn't sure I was going to do it, but I decided I was going to tell my story. Hello, my name is Chris Robin Boger. I'm 50 years old. That's where you say she looks gorgeous. I am a Gemini. I am transgender. I am gay. I hope someday that you guys will have the same reaction to transgender and gay that you had to Gemini. Why do we need to scream for any of those things? They're quite ordinary in my life. Now, being gay is something that suits me. Trust me, I'm very good at it. My journey has not been easy, and the choice to come out in the 80s was very, very difficult. Matter of fact, it was done at considerable risk. Most of you know that I was a victim of a gay bashing that put me in a coma. When I lived in Port Huron, when we exited the bar, we were beaten with lead pipes and left for dead. When I lived in San Francisco, on the streets, the queens were beaten with lead pipes by the police officers and billy clubs, tormented and left in San Quentin prison for days on end with no charges brought on us. I grew up with homophobia here in Branch County. Matter of fact, the homophobia was dripping. Things that I think you should know about me, and how I got here to be executive director of Branch Pride and one of the founders. Being trans in the 80s, there was nowhere for me to get a job. Transgender females and men were not allowed to have a job. So I became a prostitute. I became a porn star. These things may be appalling and shocking to you in Branch County, but most trans women started that way. We knew no other life. We only knew we could only use what God had given us to survive. I've been a victim of domestic violence. I've been kidnapped. I've been sex trafficked. And above that all, an intimate partner beat me so bad that my eyeball fell out of my socket. My face had been reconstructed. In my life, I've been robbed. I've been beaten. I've been burned. But through it all, I survived. When I look out today at this beautiful park and the sun is shining and I can still see the rainbow in the clouds even though it didn't rain like we thought it might have. No matter what life has dished out to me, I've always known the best thing you can do in this life is put rainbows in somebody else's clouds. So here we are at our very first Gay Pride Festival in rural Republican Branch County. In 2019, I said when I moved back here that I would make a difference, that no other kid in Branch County would ever grow up to the same tortures, beating, and interrogations in school that I had endured. I was a C student in high school, and in my studies in my adult, I was an A student. But there was no way to properly study when you were slammed in a locker every single day of your life and told them you were a freak, a faggot. They were hard. And then I had to go in a room and study and learn. But these things we hope will change. I hope that the things that I've created here at Branch Pride will let others live their authentic truth. Today we have planted a seed here in Branch County, and I hope that you take this seed with your love, your nourishment, and your support, and let it bloom and grow into something beautiful, a beautiful rainbow flower, one so beautiful this community will never forget. I spent my days pushing doors open in this community, focused on forming partnerships that would last long after I have gone. Many people have said to me, why do you always shove Branch Pride down our throats? Why do we always have to hear gay, gay, gay? And I truly giggle inside because I don't know, why do I have to look at straight, 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 straight every day? I want nothing special for Branch Pride. All we ask for is equal rights. We do not want special rights. We just want equal rights. When I look towards the future for Branch County, I look today at each and every one of you. I see the 20 service organizations in front of me saying we're here, we support you, and we're with you. That means a lot. Today is a new beginning for Branch County. We have proven them all wrong. They said the queer community could never have a Pride Festival. Here we are. We've provided you a home and a safe space right here in Branch County. There will still be hurdles to jump over and obstacles and barriers set in front of us. But we will push past them and remember September 18th, 2021 as the day we knock the closet doors off of Branch County. Please repeat with me 3 times and each time louder. We are here. We're queer. Get used to it. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. Yeah! Do you remember the part where I said I got a C in school? Just thought I'd catch you up. Before I go, if you remember nothing I've said today, please remember this. I hear you. I see you. And I am here for you. To live your authentic life and live it in a safe zone here in Branch County. Take these seeds that I've given you today, spread them far and spread them wide, for someday soon we will look around and we'll see nothing but happy little rainbows in Branch County. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Thank you all for joining us. I'm the Executive Director of Branch County Gay Pride. And then we're going to have a live vocalist. He was a participant in our Mr. Branch County pageant, and we loved his vocals so much we decided to have him back to sing for you all. But before we do that, we have our two representatives from Battle Creek Pride. And we really spend a lot of time admiring and loving their organization and learning from them. And so we decided to have them here so you all can hear about the wonderful organization that they are, that we try to follow in their footsteps. Ladies and gentlemen, they are co-presidents of Battle Creek Pride.
Hello, Branch County Pride. How is everybody today? Yay! So my name is Dina. I'm one of the co-presidents of Battle Creek Pride, and
my name is Kim Langridge. I'm the other co-president.
So we just want to say a couple things. So first of all, we're incredibly blessed to be here today and very thankful that you all invited us. And we want to first, before we talk about ourselves, give a shout out to everybody here for all of the organization and all of the hard work that I know many of you put into putting this together. So great job. You should all be incredibly proud of yourselves for putting it together and incredibly proud of yourselves for being here and supporting one another and enjoying yourselves. It is no small feat. I can certainly attest to that, and you're doing an amazing job. So keep it up and keep making it bigger and better and louder and prouder every year. So one of the things that we'd like to talk about, or just let you all know, that we are down in Battle Creek, so if you do make it down that way, please come visit us. We opened our very first standalone resource center just a few months ago in July on Calhoun Street. So if you're familiar with the Charitable Union, we are kitty corner across the street from them. We have been housed inside of a couple of churches over the years who have been incredibly supportive and welcoming and loving to us. But we finally felt like it was time to move on out into our own space. So we've opened a brand new center. So come see us and come visit us. We are open Monday through Thursday, and all of our hours are on our Facebook page and our website. And I'm going to let Kim talk for just a moment.
Thank you. I would actually like to talk about your organization because it's just been such an impressive day. You guys are killing it as far as engagement, involvement, outreach programs. We're learning a lot from you guys. So thank you for today. One thing, you guys do things a little bit differently than we do, but I think there's one thing that we have in common. We both provide community. And it doesn't matter if you're lesbian, gay, trans, bi, or just trying to figure things out. It's important to have a place where you can go and people accept you without judging you. And that's what we provide, and I can tell that's what you provide too. And I just look forward to collaborating with you guys in any way we can, because I think, again, what you guys are doing is just outstanding. So thanks for today, and I hope that we can come back. Thanks.
I love what Kim said, and she's absolutely correct. The only way that we will continue to be better is by partnering with one another and supporting one another. We have learned over the years it is not a competition from city to city and town to town and community to community. We're one big giant family. It just happens to be that our demographics and our geographical locations are different. So we should all be supporting one another, coming to each other's events, calling each other, leaning on one another, and learning from one another, and we can all do that together. So I'm very proud to, again, to be here today and to be learning from you all. So we do offer several support groups as well. We are working on some additional community outreach, thanks to some of the directions, some of the movements that you all have made that I feel are quite impressive, actually. So we do offer lots of different support groups, some social groups. I'm not going to go through them all because there's a little list, but please check us out at battlecreekpride.org. or please like us on Facebook, and it's just Battle Creek Pride, and we call it the public page because we do have a private group for people that are a little bit more private about who they are as well. So on our public page, just like the page, and you'll see all kinds of posts and all kinds of things that we do throughout the year. Trying to think of what we have coming up. I know in November we are going to be offering a free Thanksgiving dinner to our community. We do this every year. We do it the day after Thanksgiving, and we do this because so many times, as you all know, in our community we are ousted by our families many times, and we don't have that same family support and that same community that a lot of other people have. So we provide this dinner to create that so that you can come and feel loved and feel welcome and feel fed and just fellowship with all of us and just hang out and have a good time. I want to give another shout out to the allies here today. So in our experience, we can't do this without our allies. We need you to walk beside us and support us, and we thank you for that. And we hope that you'll continue to do that, and we know that you will. And then all it takes sometimes is for you to tell your story to one other person and create an ally out of that person and educate that person, and before you know it, there's an army of people, and that's exactly what we need so that everybody can be free and comfortable and safe in who we all are.
Also on Thanksgiving, in addition to our Thanksgiving dinner, before then, at our resource center, we have a trans spectrum social hour support group. It's for anyone who's transgender like me or anyone who's non-binary. You're welcome to come to our meetings. It's not a clothing swap. You don't have to bring anything. It's a clothing giveaway. And we're taking donations now, and we're going to have everything laid out on Thanksgiving Day for people to come and pick out clothing, because when you're trans or when you're questioning or wherever you are, sometimes you have to build a wardrobe from scratch, and it can be expensive and it's difficult to know what to get. We're going to have clothes for you. So that's one of the things we're doing. One other thing I'd like to mention about today's event is I'm so happy to see so many young faces here. There's kids from all ages, and it's a cliche that the kids are our future, but it's very true too. And I just couldn't be happier to see so many kids having a good time. And that's what we want to do too. If we can reach the kids, we reach a whole generation. So.
One last thing I'd like to announce that we have happening tomorrow at Bridge Park in Battle Creek, which is the old county park for some of you that may know. We are having a Friends, Family, and Allies picnic tomorrow from noon to 3. We're welcome you to come. Bring your families. It's a family-friendly event, kids and parents of all ages. What we're asking, there will be some food provided, hot dogs and hamburgers and things like that. If you do come, we are asking everybody to bring a pre-packaged dish to pass, such as macaroni salad, potato salad, pre-cooked mac and cheese, some brownies, cookies, whatever, something like that, just to make it a little bit safer, just with the COVID stuff happening. But please come, bring your own chairs. We're gonna have games, we're gonna have a pronoun table. And this is actually being put on by one of our community members and her spouse and their children. So they're partnering with us and putting this together tomorrow. So if you happen to be in Battle Creek and want something to do, it's gonna be a great day. Come on out and join us. All right, and from all of us at Battle Creek Pride, not just myself and not just Kim, we thank you again for allowing us to be here. Keep up all the amazing work that you're all doing. And when you're done with this, go home and get some rest, because I know you've worked your butts off.
Thank you, Battle Creek Pride. How y'all doing? Well, our next song is a best man. I feel good. I think it's because I touched the man.
Reagan, where's Reagan? Testing, testing, much better. All right, everybody. So our next entertainer, he competed for Mr. Branch County Gay Pride, and I've known him a whole lot of years, and I got to know him because his brother is my drag sister, and we have been friends for, well, I don't really want to say it because then I have to admit that she's old, 25 years. and it's my good friend Selena Gomez and Gonzalez. Y'all give her a big round of applause. And we've been drag sisters for a whole lot of years, and I had no idea that her brother could even sing. And she said, my brother's going to enter the pageant. I said, well, what the hell is he going to do? And she said, bitch, he sings. I said, I never knew. And he sang, he did, and it was so marvelous. I had to bring him all back for y'all to enjoy him. And I cannot say his last name, so I'll let him butcher it all on his own, so I do not. My dear friend Frank, come on, buddy. He's going to sing for you all, and he is absolutely incredible. And he is originally from Coldwater, y'all. He's lived here before, Albion, and he lived here with one of his 18 husbands. He's had a bunch. He's very popular in the gay community. There you go, Frankie.
Happy first Pride here in Branch County, everybody. I'm gonna do a little Frank Sinatra for you here. Maybe. Fly me to the moon and let me sing among the stars. Let me see what love is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please be true. In other words, darling, kiss me. Song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, so having a good time, everybody. I can't hear you. In other words, I'm true. Oh, fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you. It was no accident, me finding you. Someone had a hand in it long before we ever knew. Now I just can't believe as I look into your eyes, and I tip my head to the keeper of the stars. He sure knew what he was doing when he joined these two hearts. And I hold everything when I hold you in my arms. And I've got all I'll ever need, thanks to the keeper of the stars. Soft moonlight on your face, oh how you shine. It takes my breath away just to look into your eyes. And I know I don't deserve a treasure like there really are no words to show my gratitude. And I tip my hat to the keeper of the stars. He sure knew what he was doing when he joined these two hearts. And I hold everything when I hold you in my arms. And I've got all I'll ever need, thanks to the keeper of the stars. It was no accident me finding you. Someone had a hand in it long before